Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous, Arcade Nerds United. Happy Tuesday. As always, Todd, a.k.a. Nerd Lounge Master 84 here, and my wonderful, absolutely great guys to be part of the crew. We've got Chaotic, Joel, and Multicade Matt. Thank you, gentlemen, for always being part of the show and letting me host.
You're welcome.
Welcome, buddy.
So how was y'all's week, guys?
It's good.
Yeah. Today's my Monday.
Yeah.
Today's your Monday.
Same here.
Yeah.
Off of a 4-day weekend, so
Yeah.
can't complain
Yeah,
about
you
that.
had a lot going on.
Yes, it's been a busy few days, but fun too.
No
We
doubt,
had
no
birthday
doubt.
celebrations for the 4-year-old and the 1-year-old because they're both 2 days apart as far as days in the month birthdays go. So we had a big birthday party on Saturday. Friday we took them to the movies to see Across the Spideyverse.
And
His
how was
first
it?
movie
Yeah,
experience.
2 thumbs up.
It was as far as the experience goes, 2 thumbs up. He loved it and didn't want to leave. It was I don't think it was as good as the first one, but
The
most
twos are
movies-
never good as the
No.
first ones.
This one ended on a cliffhanger, like a literally to be continued across
So
the
that
top.
means there's going to be a third.
So yeah, he was
Yeah.
a little bummed that Spidey didn't defeat any of the villains, and he was quite critical about the fact that there was just too many villains. He was like, "There's too many villains in this movie." He was like, and he didn't beat any of them.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
it was, but he enjoyed it. I think he got it. It was long, and and so he got a little bored at times, but it's good to go at that matinee hour and let him run around with the other 10 people in the theater. Didn't seem to mind. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think my daughter wants to see that, so I think I need to go ahead and get some tickets and head out there and do that. So
and he's got his own new addition to the game room.
There it is. There it is.
2 of them, Paw Patrol Jr.
And this one's going to be modded to the T. So
Yeah.
let's say a quick hello to everybody in the chat. We got the bad guy Mike Worley's in the house. Sock Jock is here. Andy's Game Room. Papa Brad was here and is still here. Zach Murphy.
Murray.
Can't even talk today. And Papa Brad says, "Do I see 4 IRKs in the background?" You are correct, sir. We have four
horsemen.
4 machines. That's right.
4
2
horsemen.
originals and 2 Retromania. So
We don't talk about the Iircade.
we don't talk about the arcade. IRKs, yeah.
There's nothing. You see nothing.
Oh, it's all an illusion.
Yes.
Well, guys, if you want to get into the meat, let's talk about what today's topic was. The topic today was the Iircade online gaming experience, the overall online play, and I want to be, I don't want to say critical. I want to be, constructive and not bash it, because I think with all 4 of us, we all like the machine. But I definitely want to talk about the good, the bad, and if there is any ugly with the online play. And then, talk a little bit more about some of the other odds and end things that are out there. But really want to get into the meat of it. Me and Chaotic spent Sunday evening playing we got on Discord and kind of went through the games that we had. We're the newest people in the group that have the Iircade. So we wanted to kind of figure out how the online worked and I think both of us walked away. I'll let Chaotic tell his opinion, but I kind of walked away with a good experience. So what did you think, Chaotic? What did you assess from that?
Well, I think we started off with it started off a little bad because I think we're trying to go through the server to hook up with each other.
Yeah.
But once I switched it to P2P, peer-to-peer, you were able to connect to me no problem, and we started playing Double Dragon. one question I want to ask you was, since I was on the player 1 side on my machine, did you have to jump to player 2 on yours?
No, I had to be on player 1.
Okay.
And that was kind of odd to me because if I'm player 1, if I'm player 2, you would think that I would be on player 2's joysticks, but it automatically threw me on 1, which was kind of a loop because I was trying to figure out, where I needed to be.
Right.
It was kind of like trying to figure out, obviously, the point of view is different too, even though, you're going across the screen. I'm thinking I'm supposed to be in player 2 and I'm supposed to, be looking at a different angle, and it just didn't work out that way.
Right. But either way, like once we got into the game, it seemed like it was working pretty well. With Double Dragon, we were sharing credits. So we each had to press. It don't matter who pressed coin and how many times we were both taken from the same pool of credits. Like we were standing next to each other at the machine. So I thought that was a pretty cool concept. The other game we played, what was that called?
Bloodstorm? Is that right? No, Dragon Master.
Dragon Master, that's it. Okay. That worked out pretty good because me and you have neither heard of it or played it.
Yeah, it was like a clone of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was different. And, I started out with one particular fighter and really was doing well. And you were kind of going through the ropes trying to figure out who was the best. And then once you got, your fighter and my fighter, we had a couple great rounds. I mean, I know I got my butt whipped, but I was happy. I like the challenge of figuring it out. So,
man, you were tearing my tail up until I got Mr. Roshi.
Yeah,
Master Roshi. As soon as I got that long haired old character, and I was able to do the Hadouken moves.
Yeah,
but he was able to just flip around the screen and do uppercuts and stuff.
Yeah.
It was over for you.
Is that a Hadouken or a
I don't think it took me very long to figure out like the special moves. But yeah, you were saying, Joel?
I said, was it a Hadouken or did they call it a Haichuken?
More or less, it was like, my back.
Is that one of the games that is included on the cab?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
There's a couple fighters that are included.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. That one's included.
Okay.
But overall it was a good experience, and I can't wait to be able to play more different types of games together and see if.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See if we got a similar experience. But what negatives did you have about it?
Well, let's go around the horn real quick. Matt, have you played many online games on the Iircade?
The only one I played is it Riptide Renegade. Like I played it online.
Okay.
And so several months ago, it was a group of people were playing it.
Yeah.
And you just took your turn. I'm not that good at it, but it's fun.
Okay. What about you, Joel? You play any online at all on the Iircade or?
No, I have yet to be able to successfully play any online on. I have.
Okay.
But I haven't tried. But it's been more of I go on there. I don't.
Yeah.
And try to do and nobody's on.
So
it's not been during a coordinated event.
Yeah,
so I haven't had a chance to get together with you guys.
That's one of my negatives.
Yeah.
So I feel like that you should be able to go on there. I shouldn't have to coordinate with Chaotic. Hey, I want to go on and play this game with you. There should be a lot more lobbies or something to that effect. So, Iircade needs to address that. I feel like, you have an online ability. You need to and that kind of ties in with the UI, I'm sure. But, they need to come up with something where we can link with each other. Fortunately, we have Discord for that. But not everybody's on Discord. Not everybody can know. I've never managed a tournament, but can you imagine getting a group of people together to play something? The struggle alone would not be worth the actual play. So, I'm glad that we have the Discord, but I think that's something that they need to look at, and definitely a negative for me. Because if Chaotic hadn't said, "Hey, I'm going to be online playing," I wouldn't have hopped on and figured it out. So I definitely think that needs to be worked on. What's your thoughts on that, Matt? Do you think there's something that they could do, or?
They should be able to manipulate it, so make some sort of lobbies or.
if if Arcade 1-Up can do it, if Arcade 1-Up can put rooms, and I know we still have to kind of have this communication. Hey, I'm going to be in this room. But there's been times that we've gotten together and played Simpsons, and there's been people in other rooms either waiting for people to come in or just sitting there waiting and playing. So I don't understand, why.
Yeah, if Arcade 1-Up can do it, I mean, Iircade should
they're
be able to.
if we're
Arcade
talking
1-Up
a
is
software
not a
company.
software company. They're a furniture company.
They're a
right?
furniture company, yes, sir.
So you got Iircade that's says they're not a hardware company, they're a software company. So
Yeah.
Well,
they'll figure it out. I mean,
You
I
also-
got my Ambernick Ambernick handheld that I can go on at any time of day in the middle of the night, and there's always people waiting to play, and you can see who's on and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just a no name, almost brand of something. So to be able to do that with the Iircade, it should be something that they should have rolled out months ago.
Well, you also got our arcades also calls this a console.
Yeah.
built like a cabinet. So it'd be kind of cool if you have like friends like Xbox Live does or PlayStation does,
Yeah.
like a friends list.
Yeah.
And it tells you what game they're playing and if they're joinable or anything like that. That'd be really neat. I don't see any problem that they could be able to do that, especially if they say it's based off a console, build or whatever.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool if they could do something like that.
And you can do that on the Switch, right? So
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, everybody complains that the Iircade, all the stuff you can do on the Iircade, you can do on the Switch. So.
yeah, if I can go into the leaderboards and see what state you're in, what state you're playing in, and the name of your system or the name of your avatar or whatever, I should be able to click on you and add you as a friend or something like that.
True.
Yeah.
And maybe that's, I know we're talking in the future here, but maybe that's part of their UI rollout is to actually add that in there to do it. Because, I mean, it makes sense. If we can't, I would love to get on there when I get on there and see you 4 guys or 3 guys, maybe just in the lobby for whatever reason, and happen to catch. But, the outsourcing of trying to find somebody to play with is not an efficient way for me to play, I think.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and I think it's just bad. I just think it's something that they can fix. They just need to address it,
And that's a huge knock that Arcade 1-Up gets all the time on their Infinity table.
There's nobody in the lobbies.
They don't have any lobbies or they don't even have a lobby system on the Infinity
on
table.
some of them, they don't have.
That's one where
something
you
set
have to
up.
have a code or something to be able to link up, and that's one of the big complaints that everybody has is it's hard to be able to that's their one system that gets a lot of bad credibility, and I guess maybe rightfully so. So
wanted to feature this. Papa Brad said Double Dragon, the arcade game, has a bunch of slowdown to be arcade accurate. A game like Riptide Renegade, Breaker's Revenge, Heavy Smash, Combatants show that arcade can really do online. So,
True.
I noticed a little bit of slowdown. I don't know if you did too, Chaotic or not.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I just owned it up to the software or the ROM. I really didn't own it up to our connection because I felt like that was a solid thing. So
Yeah, that was the ROM completely.
So,
when you get 5 characters or more, it tanks. That's why the NES version, it's only a 1-player game. And as soon as you got 3 characters on the screen, that's when the characters started flashing because the game could not handle, the hardware couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Joel, you got a question here, buddy.
Oh, what Ambernick do I have, Brian?
You got
Yeah, Brian said it too.
Yeah.
we got the same one. So he's got
Yeah.
the RG351V.
Yeah.
It's the
I have a hard
vertical
time
Game
remembering
Boy.
those numbers and stuff. Yeah, it's the Game Boy version 1 with the single stick.
Yes, it has a single joystick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that title just rolls off the tongue, right?
Mhm.
You can say that. Sounds fast, right?
You got to see like the 10 others that they have.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they have piles of them, and then
Yeah.
with all the letters and numbers, it's hard to keep track of them. But
353V, 353VS, 405M, 405P,
Yeah, it looks like Andy's got the RG35X.
35XX.
Yeah.
I have the black smoke one. I don't have the wood grain one.
Yeah, I got the wood.
I mean,
grain.
how much
Yeah.
money can we spend on handhelds? A lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wanted to say hi to Toxic. He came in, and I hope he's still watching, dude. glad to have you part of the show.
Have you done any modifications to your Ambernick, Brian? I upgraded mine to the, what is it, Amber Emulic or whatever it is.
Okay. I used the other one, which was oh gosh, I want to pull it out, but I don't remember the operating system, but it was plug and play basically.
Yeah.
I just loaded ROMs and it automatically maps everything for me.
Definitely was worlds better than the stock.
Arc OS, that's it. It's called Arc OS.
Awesome.
Yeah,
we may need to do a handheld show so me and Matt can just go in awe.
Yeah.
There's some talented people out there that'll create some magical software for these handhelds.
Yeah.
And have MAME just run flawlessly on them.
There's some geniuses out there that are definitely better than I am at everything else I can do. Yeah. So,
and most of them give it away. That's
yeah, it's free.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So they're not in there to make the money. They're just in there to be part of the community.
No, they say if you want to donate, it'll buy me a cup of coffee. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and the stuff that they're doing for free is like worlds better than the stuff that you're getting on the thing that you're paying for and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because half of it's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Toxin is watching at work. So let's try to be a little quiet so we don't.
He was watching last week at work.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's got a
Saiyan Spirits is calling multitasking. That's great. Retro Lizard's in the house. My man Chaotic looking like arcade version.
I like it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
He's got the backwards hat and everything. He nailed it.
Yeah, got the light gun system here.
Yeah,
wasn't that retro?
Yep,
Lizard's his build.
Yeah,
yep.
Awesome. And then actually, Retro Lizard just released a video today as well.
Did he?
So yeah, he did. What is it? The shooting game that's coming next. I can't remember what Iircade when it's supposed to release. It's wrapped. Dang it, where you can duck.
Time Crisis.
Like Time
Crisis. Yeah, he created a time crisis cabinet with his build on it. It's dope. Wow. Yeah, but just to state the obvious. Retro Lizard, he's blessed at his given craft. He's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's another Joel. That's fantastic.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, man.
Yeah, there you go. So back to the topic here.
Yes.
I think another good thing about the Iircade online play. I'm bouncing a little bit here. I looked it up. There's 68 online games, and I think that's really a good start for them. Now I don't know if every one of them is 2-player or not. I just searched online games for Iircade, but that's a good chunk of games out of their library that's online already. So just looking at what I looked at, was there like any particular categories that me and Chaotic haven't had this system very long, but I noticed that a lot of there's a few fighters and there's a few shooters and whatnot, but is there anything else that you think that they should do a little bit more on for the online experience? Matt, you think there's something else they could add to it?
Yes, my biggest request would be for a 4-player to play or 3-player. Like they have like a Golden Axe mirror or some sort of combination where it looks like some sort of beat 'em ups. And so if there's three choosable players, then there should be 3 people or 4 people that could play at the same time. That would be my greatest ask. It's just based on our given camaraderie that we enjoy. Simpsons night, if we could have the same experience on the Iircade, given whatever game it is. And so
Joel, what do you think?
I don't know. I just want to see continuation of the more modern retro games where they're just really pushing the limits of the system, to bring in the arcade, the at-home arcade experience. Yeah. Where I feel like a lot of the games, one, I don't get too excited about the games that, you can download and have on a thumb drive and put on anything for free, and you have thousands of them. So I don't really think they should be focused in that area. But the other problem I have with some of the older games was a lot of them were really designed as quarter munchers, And so you're just, they were designed not to be well played out and for you to sit there and to play for hours on end with endless quarters because you just have a button that you're you're
Yeah.
hitting to feed quarters.
Yep.
To be able to utilize all 6 buttons, that are available to you to really have some strategy to the game and push the graphics, push, because it's got a lot of processing power and to it. So that's what I'd like to see with it, is more of that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's the reason I love the machine, is how powerful it is.
Yeah, and we talked about, me and Chaotic being, being the new owners here. I was surprised. Like, I fired up Mayhem Brawlers, and I'm like, this is dope. This is awesome.
Yes, sir.
I want to play this with multiple people, and obviously it's not a multiplayer game right now. I guess
that's the unfortunate part.
But it's like, this is a fantastic game. I would love to go in a campaign with people on this game. And obviously it's got, it's a different style set, and maybe, graphically it may not be very straining on the system, but I was very impressed. I was very impressed with how powerful.
One I wish was online is Guns and Knights. I don't know why I enjoy that one so much, but
it's a blast,
man, that would be fun to be playing, 2-player online. That's a fun one.
It's like a new version of like Pang or Buster Brothers, where you shoot things up and they get bigger and smaller.
Yeah,
and it's hilarious, the outcome of like what they shoot and why. That's a great game as well.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't they say it, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure somebody in the chat will, but I think majority of their games they want to go online. Is that right? Is that something that maybe I heard through multiple channels or whatnot?
It's nothing I've ever heard, but
okay.
Per se.
I thought I heard something about every game that was multiplayer should be online.
They were trying to make it online.
Yeah.
Eventually, if not, at
somehow, some way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would alone,
I know I heard something about like leaderboards being a difficult thing to go back.
I get that. I mean, not every game on that system.
That's the only thing I've heard as far as
for. But I get that. I get that too. But I mean, the ones that make sense to be online multiplayer, if they could work that out in future updates and whatnot as well. So
let me hear. Any of you guys played Shadow Force yet?
Shadow Force.
I bought it, but I haven't played it yet.
Don't know what you're missing.
That's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Joel, we'll just have to try and get online tonight with that and see how it goes.
It's online. You have to play it.
I don't remember. I have to look and see. I bought so many games and trying to figure out what's what.
The one we try to play online, but that one's just a crazy fun game, and I can't believe it was made in like '93 and nobody's ever talked about it, because it's just kind of a mixture of genres and just a fun, interesting game.
And it has multiple buttons. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's like it has multiple buttons. It has like a high kick, a low kick. Like it's not just a jump and a smash. Like it
uses all 6 buttons.
All 6 buttons.
There's combos and stuff that you can put together, and you can morph from one character into another from different things. So you can clone yourself to be one of the enemies that is on screen, and you can continue as that until you morph back. And each has their different abilities. Some have different weapons. There's like swords and knives and bow staffs and machine guns, and it's just everywhere and crazy. It's like, what is this game? And then in between stages, you fight each other. So it's a beat 'em up and a fighter all in one.
Obviously, Papa Bat is promoting Riptide Renegade, which I definitely want. My daughter saw it and said I needed to buy it. So
I bought it and I played it. It's fun.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
It goes back to the graphics are fantastic, and so.
Bought Shadow Force, haven't played it yet. It looks like everybody wants to play the Shadow Force, but we just haven't gotten around to it, Joel.
Thanks to Joel. It was highly recommended.
I know how it is. We're all busy. I haven't played too many games this week.
But I think that having that many games is a good thing for them to have, and hopefully they can get more. But having 300 games and 68 of them are online, as a consumer and continuing to invest in the product, that's something that I think is a good for sure. The peer-to-peer really worked really well. I'm glad that we figured that out kind of at the beginning, but nobody really said that, Chaotic. Nobody really said, hey, the peer-to-peer is where you need to go. We assumed that the server was going to be the better route, and then trying to figure that out was not very easy. So, but as far as the peer-to-peer and it working really well, I was very impressed with it.
And let's be hypothetical.
Yeah.
Even if Iircade were to say go out of business and they shut their servers down, you can't download any new games or anything, but we get to keep the games we have, right?
Yeah.
There should be no reason why we can't still do peer-to-peer.
Yep.
Yeah,
and be able to still play these games online. Shouldn't be an issue with that at all. So even if they hypothetically something was bad happen and they were to go under, we should still be able to connect to each other peer-to-peer and play.
Absolutely. And I mean, the fighting games, the fighting games definitely showed how the peer-to-peer was. I didn't see any lag.
Yeah.
Obviously, there may be lag and we just don't see it. The thing that I realize that we're in a wireless world, but I love having my cables connected, my Ethernet cables connected when I can. I'm a little disappointed that this system didn't have that, and I don't know if the Gold does, or someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I get it, but I prefer to have that. No matter how good my router is, I still want to have a cabled connection. So. But like I said, no lag. The games that me and Chaotic played, never saw any noticeable lags. Papa Brad does say that the Gold does have the Ethernet. So
cool.
I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, obviously Matt being the IT guy, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
the guy that knows all and sees all, right?
Yeah, I make buildings talk to each other, but yeah. You give me a choice. I despise wireless. Like most of the time, you chase demons for slowness in the hospital over and over again because something's slow or people get, they get confused based on the difference between wireless and cell signal. But hardwired always works 99.9% of the time, right? So if you have the option between Ethernet and wireless, I would choose that. All of my
every time
stuff is hardwired.
Every time we get a new arcade one up. I look at it and say, is this going to have an Ethernet or not? Because I want to hook that up. And I know it's cable management and things like that, but Simpsons works flawless when it's wired. And I don't know. I just prefer it. All my consoles, if they've got an Ethernet, they have a cable, and it's a million wires and whatnot, but it's worth it to me. So. Joel, do you have an opinion on wireless or wired? What's your take on that?
It's clear, wireless or wired is always the better option, even from day one. And even living here where I live, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I would have never dreamed this being an opportunity for me. But we have fiber internet here.
Yeah.
But yeah, even just in your home network, wired is always a little bit better. Unfortunately, I try to keep, most of my stuff that I can wired, as far as I've got my whole house run network.
Sorry, he's busting our balls for our terrible Double Dragon play, which we told him in Discord
MG.
Chat. We're like, we know we suck. We know we suck.
It's just
MG,
one of those days.
You are we love you, man. We love you.
He's a comic relief. Yeah, he's quick-witted.
I think he's still got like 7 KI cabs to build.
I think so. I think so.
Surprised he even has time to watch.
Matt, you got a question here from Saiyan Spirits. Hey, Matt, is it worth getting an at games if you already have the Iircade?
Of course.
See it behind you.
Yeah, that's easy. And so they're two different beasts, right? The at games is open source. It has OTG, which means you can plug anything, and then the screen becomes a TV. And so, and you can map buttons. And so, yeah, And then the Iircade is a controlled environment, so therefore, like, it's not open source, and so there are two different beasts. And so, and I would say, and then also the ALU is my original baby. So if I had to choose one, like all these went away, I would keep my ALU at day one. So yeah, so I would always push ad games.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really versatile system. It really is.
Yeah.
But they all have their pros. They all have their cons. They all have things that you wish that they had. There's not like an ultimate one out there.
True.
So
we're all just blessed to have multiple versions in our home.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you told my 12-year-old self that I would have 3 arcades behind me, I would say you were a liar and moved on. So it's a good time to be alive for sure.
My favorite part of the at games that I have is the bit pixel. It's the only thing that kind of keeps it staying here in the arcade for me.
And I don't think Chaotic, you don't have an at games, do you?
No, I don't. I used to really want one, and then I started building my own PC build.
Yeah.
And so
kind of makes it kind of
for somebody like Joel, if you can build your own cabinet, you can pretty much have your own at games build just by building your own cabinet. To me, that's what at games to me is like. It's like not having to build your own cabinet and everything's already set up for you is the way I feel about it.
But if you had $150 deal like the KI,
by all means.
Yeah, I'll buy one. I'll buy that all day long, right?
I'll buy one and bring my own games.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Couple comments here. Papa Brad says it's the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, they work together.
That's pretty good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. Yeah, they don't cross over too much, but they
Griffey
do complement each other pretty well.
Here, buddy. At games and Steam Deck equals gold.
I bet.
I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, and that's probably why mine doesn't see a ton of use, is because I do have my multi-cade build, so that's what we turn to most of the time. It doesn't have Fix-It Felix on it, so that's what gets most of the play on my at games is Fix-It Felix.
Fix-It Felix, yeah.
My son, he jumps on that.
Yeah,
no
Andy,
doubt,
I think the Tetris one's like $2.99 or something like that at Amazon?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
$314, I think it was. I saw.
Yeah, maybe it was $314.
Which is a good price, but love to see it smaller. Isn't Legends on sale? Yeah, no.
I had to buy this first. Sorry.
Yeah.
you made a good decision.
You
chose wisely.
I cannot get off this dang thing.
Which is wonderful, right? With all the negative press they're getting, like people will just show it some love. It's a wonderful product.
I mean,
at the end of the day, all that should matter is that you're happy with it, and we want them to succeed, and we're gonna do what we can to help them succeed. But at the end of the day, it's are you happy with the product? And I've always wanted a candy cab, and now I feel like I have one. Yeah. I know it's not exactly a candy cab,
but it's that style.
It's the style, and a lot of the games make you think candy cab. It just, to me, it screams it, and I'm sure somebody's going to come out with a candy cab, or I'll get lucky and find a candy cab to call my own. But
Astro City,
I'm happy. I'm extremely happy with this. I don't care about the marquee. I can do the toppers and stuff. We're going to do mods on it. I have what I want to do to it, and I'm sure Chaotic's got a million things he wants to do to his. But, I'm happy. I am really happy with the system. So,
yeah, I would like to get that light box topper I saw on Etsy, or maybe see if Joel can do something for me. Or
I thought the first thing you wanted to do was reskin it because you didn't want that wrestling.
No, I love it, but I'm saying if I ever wanted to, there's websites out there that'll let you reskin it.
Yeah.
For anybody that's in the chat that has one, they're like, or thought about getting one, but they didn't want that skin. There's websites that reskin this thing for you and pretty much do it anything you want. And it's not expensive either. I think it's like $200.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good price, man, for as much as it would have to skin.
Yeah, no doubt.
But for me, with this system here, man, I know there's a bunch of games. Yeah, there's games on Switch, there's games on Xbox or whatever that you can.
That's what mine is. To Stock Jock. That's what my at games legend is a gamer mini actually that I built into a stand-up arcade. Because I didn't want to pay for a full arcade, so I was like, "Oh, I'll just get the puck and deck, and I'll build the rest."
Yeah, that's what this one is right here. It's a mini with a vertical 32-inch TV, and so
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, it just basically I created a cradle and it holds it, and so it's a 32-inch vertical. I built it specifically for vertical so Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and then
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I put mine on a screen, or I bought just a regular TV display, and I put it on like a computer wall mount so that I can pull it out and pivot it, and twist it to be able to have the portrait to landscape mode to do pinball and stuff on it. But
you gotta get your Limp Biscuit skin, Chaotic. Just telling you.
Yeah, I just want to break stuff. It's just one of those days.
Just one of those days.
Same Spirit says, another dumb question. Is the Iircade glass protector worth it? Can you honestly really tell any difference? I really wanted to order one when I got mine. I don't think, Chaotic, you didn't either, did you?
No, I really want one too.
And I think, Matt, yours doesn't have one, nor does Joel's, right?
Yeah,
mine has it. Yeah,
you have the glass?
Really?
Are you happy with the glass? Or?
Oh, I love the glass. Yeah.
I
don't know. For me, I
just haven't had a chance to order it.
First thing I did for my arcade 1-up pinball was get the glass too.
Yeah, and see, I got to do that too. I've got the arcade 1-up, and I got 2 machines I want to do glass on, and get those right. And then, of course, I want to do the Iircade. I regret not ordering it when I ordered the system, because I think it would have been worth the money to do that. So, and everybody in the comments is definitely saying the glass is great. So
if it was pressed right up against,
Chaotic,
yeah, if it was pressed right up against the display, like the arcade 1-ups and stuff, I don't think you'd notice as much of a difference. But there is, a good ½ inch, to 3/4 of an inch space between.
Like a real arcade.
Yeah,
like a real arcade.
Yeah.
I think Retro Lizard's liking the Limp Biscuit cab, so I think you need to make that happen, Chaotic.
Oh man, I would love a Significant Other album cover. I'm not gonna lie. That would be dope. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Limp Bizkit Significant Other album cover. Be super dope on the side of a cabinet.
Is it okay for Toxin to do at work?
Yeah. It's
okay.
It's work safe.
Yo, I could do that. Laugh out loud. Of course, Retro Lizard.
He can do anything.
You rock, dude.
That's awesome. I might be talking to Joel later about that. That'd be great. But like I said, man, about the Iircade, yeah, there's a bunch of games that are on Switch and Xbox and all that too, but they are specifically built for this cabinet, the modern retro style games. It's fun, and it just, these are games I never experienced before, and they feel right at home on a cabinet style.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's just what's drawing me more towards it. Yeah, it's the newest thing in my house, and yeah, I'm going to play it more than anything else because it's the newest thing. But I think I'm going to keep playing it because there's stuff on here that you're not going to get anywhere else that has that arcade feel. So, I don't know, man. That's just, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I really want to do a review for it, but I can't stop playing it.
You got to stop and look at it before you can actually.
It's hard to critique it.
Yeah.
So how much was the glass?
$49.
Yeah, and I think is that shipped too? I don't know. I think I got mine while there was free shipping going on.
It says free shipping.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're shipping now.
It still says free shipping.
It still says free shipping on the glass. Okay.
You may have to end up having them ship it to you twice. From what I've seen, on Facebook, I've seen a few smashed and broken ones that are around.
Yeah.
They take care of it. So, but
yeah, I want to get the glass. I want to get a hat. I want to get a hoodie and a t-shirt. I want to be like Phil.
Yeah.
You want to be like Phil?
I want to be like Phil.
You want to be a shill?
Hey,
A shill like Phil?
Still
Yeah,
like Phil.
I want to be an Iircade show for like Phil. got it rhymes. I should call Fred Durst.
I ordered a T-shirt a little while ago, and
Uh-huh.
it hasn't shipped yet. From what I think they're having, with their
move.
move and everything, it's pretty quiet there. So
Yeah, I think that's why I'm
I'm not-
waiting. Really,
in a big rush, I'm not going to reach out and push it, but I figured that's probably what it is.
Glenn, welcome to the show. Oh, he moved on me here. Glenn, welcome to the show. Thank you for watching it, and says he got one a week ago. The glass is well worth it. So
Good to know.
yeah.
Might need to stock up on those. If you don't have one, you might want to go ahead and get it now. I'm not saying that they're going anywhere by any means, but go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it makes
definitely
me-
worth it.
Yeah, it makes me think. Remember Jesse's old video where he was covering like Jester Tester Jesse. He's covering like how to clean your cabinets or whatever, based on swirling. Like glass is almost. I'm not saying like idiot proof, but you can use more chemicals on glass than you can on the plastic
There you
stuff.
go. There you go.
All right.
I mean, I wasn't impressed. That was probably the one negative thing about the cab was the plexi. Putting that plexi in because it's just resting there. You have to put it in and slide it in. And I know the glass does the same. Yeah, I know the glass is very very same. But yeah, and that was
You want to make sure you
thing.
get the back of that glass cleaned really well before you put it in.
Set it
because
in. Yeah.
Once you get it in there, it's like, and you notice that one little fingerprint that's back there that you can't scrub off, and you don't really want to tear the thing apart to take it apart to
Phil's in the
clean
chat. He says the Retromania is sold out.
Dang.
So chaotic. We made
got
it,
it.
buddy.
We
We
made
got it. We're happy,
checks in the
we're
mail.
content.
Full horseman.
worth the money, worth the time. So I hate
Yeah.
that it's sold out, but it was coming. It was coming. So hopefully those glass pieces are still available. We need to get those on order.
I had heard that they're still up.
Yeah, I
had
checked
heard
it
something that
earlier
there
this
was-
morning, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. Awesome that they're sold out, which means there's more users out there. And how many? I think we got a few more days on the game sales, don't we?
Was it June? Oh yeah, it might. I think it's over tomorrow or the 7th.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think the 7th.
Yeah, today's the 6th.
So
Yeah.
get to buying games, guys. Sales almost over.
Yeah, Best Buy is still $5.99. You think they're gonna follow suit soon, guys? Go around the horn.
Best Buy dropping price or staying
Yeah,
at
you think they're
$5.99?
gonna drop a price on it?
I think they'll go down on the $3.99 again to try to get rid of it.
Matt, what do you think?
I mean, they fluctuate in prices. Even like let's say like the T2 cabinet, like one day it's 800 and one day it's 298. Like it depends on whatever day it ends in Y. Best Buy is so just irrational on their prices.
You
Yeah,
think they
they've
got
been
a
having these
dartboard
weird
and they just throw
18-hour
it
sales.
hope it sticks?
Yes.
They've been having weird 18-hour sales, and then I see on on Facebook people posting some stores only do almost like silent that store location only sale, and
Yeah.
I kind of almost have to question, what's the marketing behind that? If you have to just kind of get lucky to, is it encouraging people just to be in their store all the time to hopefully, be lucky to find that? Because normally when you run a sale, they're hoping people will come in and because of that sale and see other things that they want to buy as well, and buy other things. But if you're not advertising and marketing the sale, it's just kind of this quiet luck of the draw type thing.
Yeah.
You almost have to wonder what's the end game there. But
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I know that it's all a number game. They're trying to, figure out their stock and, try to, limit what they have in availability. But, now that Iircade's own warehouse is empty of them, you would think that eventually Best Buy would have to follow suit at some point.
Yeah.
They know they're not going to get any more. And there's going to be a couple people that said, man, I missed that $2.99 sale, but I really want this thing now.
Arcade One Up has empty warehouse of KI cabs, and Best Buy
Still selling them.
still selling them for that full price. They
Which
dropped
I
it
think
for-
that's a
they
different.
dropped it
I think
for
that's a
18
totally
hours.
different beast. I do think that's a totally different beast. But yeah, it's all about getting rid of stock and having more shelf space. And we're halfway to Christmas time, so things are rolling in. I know at work I'm already getting Christmas things, stocking up for that. So it's coming.
Yep.
So that's all I've got on the Iircade. Anybody else want to add anything?
One of my favorite things is based on my height. Is the height of the deck to me is so comfortable.
God, yeah. I mean, you can see it. You can see it really good in mine.
Yep.
You know, you got I don't feel uncomfortable playing that machine by no means. Yeah, you can see it even in chaotic.
Yeah,
that's a good 2 or 3 inches right there alone.
The only thing that's higher than it is my MVSX because it's.
But you have a riser on a riser, right?
It's on a 5-inch riser
on a riser.
Yeah, like comfortable, like longevity in playing. It's my most comfortable cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jet Pin's another good one to check out if you guys haven't.
Jet what?
Jet Pin.
Oh, Jet Pin.
Jet Pin. It's like a kind of a pinball type one, but you're kind of going through a maze, and you have flippers as you level up. So you're throwing it up to higher up flippers, and you have this water that's slowly filling up and rising. So you can't let your ball fall back down the maze and go beneath the water for too long. So you're constantly trying
more of a puzzle, or is that?
It's a little bit of a puzzle because it's got winding different but it does have targets and things that you're trying to shoot and build up score and stuff, and so it's kind of a fun little.
Yeah.
The weird thing is the ball isn't like a solid ball either. It's kind of like a gelatinous ball, so it kind of has like this.
Glenn says he's had it for 6 or 7 months. That's
yeah.
Is it one that's on sale, Joel? Do you know?
I think it might be on sale. I'm not sure. I didn't checked because I've had it for a while. I've had it since I purchased it when I got the cab back in November. Yeah. So, but it's been one of those ones that I go to. That's just a fun one to play. If you like pinball, it's a little bit different twist on pinball, but it's a lot of fun. Something different than the shooters and stuff that they have on there.
It is not on sale. It is $9.99.
Oh, this is a random kind of. It's still on task with our Iircade. Right. There's one that looks like a Halo or like a first-person shooter, and it uses both sticks. Has anybody in the chat played that given game?
Dead Effect 2, right?
I believe it may have been Dead Effect 2, but it's not on sale. I think it's like $15 or $20. So I would love to know if anybody actually enjoyed that before I drop, $15 or $20 on that game.
I heard Brooklyn talk about how it was difficult.
Yes, sir.
Because you use the 2 sticks. The left is to move, the right is to aim.
Yeah.
But then you have to let go of the aim to hit the button and shoot. Yep. So he said it's a little difficult, but just seeing that game on there is, it looks beautiful. It's amazing graphically. It's just a little difficult, and it's kind of hard to get used to, that you actually have to let go of aiming to shoot.
We love you, MG. We love you, MG.
He would.
Oh, we love you, buddy. You rock.
That is a blessing of Brooklyn. He supports them, but if he doesn't like a game on the Iircade, he'll tell you flat.
Shut up. I do not like it.
Yeah, he's transparent. I like it. You gotta respect him.
Yeah, I really do. I've watched a lot of his stuff in between work and things like that. So, really do think he's an awesome YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to him, I'm sure everybody has, but really great guy.
I watched him, Brad, and Steps play Elevator Action Returns.
Okay.
I bought it because I was watching them play it because they look like they're having a blast, and the game looks good. So I bought Elevator Action Returns because of them.
I think P-Dubs did a thing on that, didn't he? At one point.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Hey, so what's the next cab the Arcade 1-Up's releasing? We got what? Wheel of Fortune, don't we?
Yeah, it looks like Wheel of Fortune is coming.
Yeah,
so what's your thoughts on that? We'll go around the horn.
Got the FTC, I guess, approval probably for the Wi-Fi or whatever. And a lot of people I saw on Reddit were asking why did they do this when we haven't seen one of those for any cabs? They're probably doing it because it says Casinocade.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to show that you're not actually earning money with this thing. Yeah. It's not an actual casino. So that's probably why you're seeing that kind of,
I heard they were working on name change though for it because Casinocade is taken.
Yeah. Well,
really?
I don't know because like on the FTC paperwork it says Casinocade.
I think
but it's all one word.
Yeah. It was like it was Casinocade, but on the Cade part it was missing the A.
So,
to get around that.
But since that's got its approval now, I imagine that's probably going to be the next release. I think it's done. It's ready to come out. So we just got to wait for the shipments.
Do you think they fixed the screen issue, Kai, or do you think it's going to be what we saw?
I think it'll be like some tweaks to it, but I think it's still going to be that 8-inch screen with the 17 or 15-inch screen or whatever it is on the bottom. Was it 12? Was it 12 and 8 or?
It was like
it was 10 and 8.
Yeah, it was
10 and 8.
It was a small little screen.
Yeah,
tablet.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
So you're like on the fence.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about if they made any changes. I'm not getting it. That's not something I'm interested in. Especially when they took off the pull arm, man. You gotta have a pull arm.
Yeah, no doubt. Matt, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, no, that's not my jam. And I randomly do watch Wheel of Fortune, which means I'm old, right? But I'm not gonna get a cabinet take up usable space for a true arcade for Wheel of Fortune cab. No.
I mean, anybody see P-Dub's coin pusher?
It's coin
video?
pusher, yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I was gonna touch on that real quick. Joel, quick before we move on to that. What do you think about this Wheel of Fortune thing?
You can
think
just
you're going to
move
be
on.
in for it or not?
You can just move on.
You can just move on.
Just move on. You're done. I don't want to talk about it.
I'd be getting an X-Men or something before I got that.
Yeah.
The coin pusher. I watched that review and I said, well, hold on. Let me give I am kind of interested in the Casinocade just because I kind of, it interests me a little bit. But am I going to spend a lot of money on it? No. I think I was hoping that they were going to come out with some Partycade versions. I think I've said that multiple times in some other streams and whatnot. But
I'm proud of you, Todd, for admitting that out loud. And we're fair and balanced on this show.
We're fair and balanced, yeah.
But we will say what we want to say and how we feel.
We will say it
what we want.
No doubt. But yeah, I think I want to see what it does, and hopefully, if it's something that I'm going to do, it's going to have to really they're going to have to impress me with it.
Don't get me wrong. I love playing slots. Like that's fun to me, but I got to have that pull arm, man. That's to me aesthetically.
That's a mod.
That's important.
Would you not do it as a mod? If you got the machine for $150, would you not mod it to do that?
Oh, I don't know.
Even
Joel,
if it
retro
was just
PVC pipe,
do a
just
pull
put
arm?
a PVC pipe on there.
Put a handle on there. Even if it doesn't do anything, you still got to press a button.
Buy Stuff Arcade. Can y'all make a pull arm?
High five.
Oh. But yeah, I wanted to get real on the subject of the coin pusher because I thought that was a really great review. I thought it was. I watched it. I actually watched it twice, believe it or not, because I was really trying to see all the things that he was kind of pointing out. So, Joel, did you get a chance to watch that video?
I hadn't seen the video. I saw some of his shorts and stuff. I think that he had posted leading up to it. Just kind of some of the previews and stuff of doing a few things and unboxing, but I haven't seen his full review video now.
Would it be something you would be interested in, or you think it's
I don't know if it would be.
It's $700.
No, not for that.
$700. No.
I mean, if I ever got to the point where maybe I had all of my arcades upgraded to accept tokens and had a reason to have a pile of tokens in there, that would be something. And if I had ridiculous amount of money that I didn't have a use for and didn't have bills and debt to pay, sure. But it's one of those things that's kind of cool. But I don't know.
Matt, what do you think, buddy?
I thought his video was cool. That's not my jam, but the pods thing about P-Dubs, Patrick and he's running his own race, and so I've been enjoying his videos more like over the last couple of months, and so I applaud him for that, given just taking a leap and buying something that it's not trendy and it's his jam. So, but yeah, for $700, like that's not me.
No, it's
Caddick, what do you think, buddy?
If I were to get it, I would use it as like a giant piggy bank. Just every day we come home, couple quarters, throw it in there, and then whatever comes out, whatever comes out, go to Coinstar, cash it, man. I want some money today. It's telling me I can spend.
That's a pretty expensive piggy bank,
Hey, it's telling me I can spend money today.
It giveth and taketh away. Yes.
I love the idea. I do love the idea because it's like a countertop type design. You could stick it on a bar or something, and then Pito's made some good points. Stick a bunch of prizes in there. Decorate it how you want it. If you're like,
I mean, I'd be more up the in the area of like a claw machine or something before.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Coin pusher,
but I mean, it was built pretty well, aside from a few things he pointed out. But they're talking in the chat about the arm.
But let's be honest. If we were building real arcades in our homes, you're going to have a Coke machine, you're going to have a change machine, you're going to have a pinball machine, and arcades, and a coin pusher, and a what's it called, whack-a-mole game, and basketball games.
You would have everything that would bring you to the nostalgia of your home arcade that you want. Yeah,
exactly. So
we got whack-a-mole.
Yes.
There you go. Whack a frog.
Whack a frog.
Whack a frog. Okay.
There you go.
She's not very encouraging either. That's got a voice on it. And when you lose, every time you lose, like it's never like, oh, good job. She says, oh, what a pity. Like, man, you're not very encouraging for the kids.
Yeah, MG condom machines in the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to create the real arcade feel. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. No, I honestly think the coin pusher is something interesting. And maybe that'll inspire other companies to come in and make, because now that the 3/4 scale is what it is.
Yeah.
If Arcade 1-Up keeps producing cabinets and Iircade and at games and all that, I mean, it makes sense to have smaller stuff,
Yeah.
But I would love to, I thought it was an interesting thing. I wish it wasn't so expensive. If it was a couple $100,
like if it was like $2.99, I might jump on that.
$2.99, I could see spending that, and shipping was a decent price because I think it's coming over from Europe. So
yep, it's European.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was real interesting. MG said, "Can you set up with to take real quarters? I let visitors try to win my cat. Those coin pushers make a ton."
Yeah.
You can put whatever you want in there, MG.
The tokens that come with it are the exact same size as a U.S. quarter.
Yep.
So you go to the bank and say, "I need 45 rolls of quarters."
Yep.
Fill this thing up.
That's pretty much what I would do, man, if I had it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's interesting, but a claw machine would be even better. They could come up with a small. If it was the same size as that coin pusher, Joel, what do you think? You think that would be a valid
$700 price tag on anything is a tough pill to swallow. But
I mean, I guess
I'd be more open to the idea of a $700 claw machine than a coin pusher. I think.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, if I had a coin machine and my kids were like, "Can you buy me some candy?" I'd be like, "You can earn it." Try your luck.
I thought, it would be good to install coin acceptors, coin doors, and stuff on all the machines, so that like my nieces and nephews and stuff, I could have them, come up and do chores and work off, and here you earn some tokens for the arcade.
Yeah. Even I even thought about maybe getting some dummy type things, where it's flashing and all that. Looks like a card reader, but it's not really a card reader.
Yeah.
We were joking over the weekend that because some of the kids, my arcade is off the back of our garage connected to the house and stuff. So you can come and go through the house, but then there's a back door that goes out into the yard where the party was and everything. And so all the kids kind of could see the flashing lights and stuff from outside, and they were wanting to come in here, and their parents were joking around with them that they had to have, a wristband or and to be able to get in the house.
Yeah.
It's a prize counter.
Yeah.
Come into the arcade. Here's your wristband. That'd be $20.
Pay by the hour, like the trampoline parks. You get different colored wristbands.
Yeah, there's a prize counter. I want to try and win Joel's CNC machine.
The grand prize. Somebody, I told you guys, I think in the Discord, I was excited actually because we didn't invite anybody to like come in and play games or anything, but they found the game room and people were in here. I came walking by and there was kids and adults and stuff playing games. But
you're like, what are y'all doing in here?
Yeah.
Get out of my arcade! No.
After the day was over, somebody had did some sort of made some sort of a score on my KI cab. I got a notification on my app and stuff congratulating me or whatever.
And you're like, I didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
So you got
the online feature and was battling somebody and did pretty good.
You got your KI cab built. That's right. You reskinned it as Battletoads.
It's not KI. It's Battletoads.
Yeah, it's your Battletoads.
Good old Battletoads.
Came built.
All right, so we gotta play online.
Battletoads.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we gotta do Battletoads online.
My boy and I were playing that for the first time. He enjoyed that. He was upset though that he couldn't go into the cave. Yeah, on the second level. It's like, how come we can't go in the cave? I want to see what's in there.
Sock Dot says probably some 8-year-old.
Probably.
Just beating it up. And then MG gave you a virtual high five. So congratulations. Don't spend that in one place, okay?
Yeah. Those are they're worth something, those high fives.
They definitely are. They definitely are. Well, guys, we're at the hour you want to call it. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Let's hit it up.
No, that was fun, man. We had a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, good conversation. Everybody in the chat was nice.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you taking an hour of your Tuesday to spend with us. We really do appreciate you. And we hope that you have a good rest of your week. Don't know if Iircade's Anonymous is up tomorrow. I think Dan is still waiting on internet, right? I think.
Yeah.
So don't know if the show is going to be going on tomorrow, but if not, check that out tomorrow. If you're not part of the Discord, please join us on the Discord. We'd love to have you. We have a great time talking in there, and as you can tell, we do video game plays and things like that. So thank you again. Hope everybody has a fantastic week, and we will see y'all next Tuesday.
Hey, and this is for MG. Keep on rolling, baby.
Later.
See you guys.